Hello, hello. Welcome back to Meet Me in the Basement. As you can tell, my surroundings are not familiar. This is actually a very special episode. It's going to be called Meet Me at the Beach House. Everybody, welcome to my dad's new home in Laconia. This won't be a regular thing. We're just kind of filming here because I got some free time today. It's also been a very long time since we put anything out, which I am sorry for. Scheduling stuff. Glenn's had a very busy life, as have I. Things have for both of us rather, have changed very recently. So, it's going to take a little time for us to get a schedule going. We're trying to get something a little more regular, trying to be a little more up to date with this stuff because a lot has happened in our last few weeks since our last episode. We'll cover it more in detail when me and Glenn are back together, all the UFC events that have passed and what it means for all the rankings and whatnot. I'm just here to tell you about a few little things real quick. First of all, we're very, very close to our 75 subscribers, where Glenn and I will be sparring live on Facebook. That video will then be taken and put on Instagram TV as well as YouTube, so everyone will be able to see that. But yeah, we're at 60 subscribers, so we're 15 away. All you got to do is share on Facebook. It's so easy. It takes 2 seconds. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Before you know it, you'll be watching me and Glenn beat each other up. So it's pretty worth the payout for 10 seconds of work. So yeah, if you could just do that, we'd really appreciate that. Some other stuff we want to talk about. Let's see. Oh yeah, we have the custom rolling tray that I finally got from the Shea Shop. Not finally got, she made it a while ago. I just finally picked it up like a week or two ago. The thing came out amazing. It's so worth it. It's awesome. I've already showed the pictures on the Instagram, so if you want to check it out, go over to the Meet Me in the Basement Instagram. She is also tagged in it, so if you click on the picture, you'll be able to go to the Shea Shop, and you can get in touch with her there for any of your orders. So yeah, go ahead and do that. Another shout out I wanted to give is Brock's Beard Company. Brock's Beard Care, Brock's Beard Company. I have the little package. So they sent me this little care package because of our friends at the Three Beards podcast. We went on their show and talked about it a little bit, about what we're doing, what they're doing, all that stuff. And just out of nowhere, Brock's Beards Company sent us this little package, each of us actually, this little package with 4 different samples in it. My favorite right now is actually the Three Beards podcast one. That's not just me being biased. It smells kind of actually, do I have one? No, I don't. The orange cream Reigns. It's my favorite shit in the world. I love orangey cream taste and shit, and it smells just like it, so I get to smell it all day long, and it's awesome. I love it so much, and it makes your beard so soft, and it's a lot nicer than a regular old shampoo and conditioner. I don't think you're supposed to do that, but I have been for years. We'll skip over that. Anyways, Brock's Beard Company, they're also on Instagram. You can check them out. They're on our followers. We've posted, actually, that care package I just told you about. You can find that on my Instagram as well, or the podcast Instagram, rather. So you can follow them that way. So what else? Oh, yeah. So, as you know, New England Top Team is a Hops and More affiliate gym. I'm skipping over a few things here, but we're going to go to that. Saturday, November 7th, Master Hobson is coming to the gym, which is going to be friggin' amazing. That's who gave my coach his black belt. We're, like I said, our menu curriculum. The day before that, however, Professor Casey Lamb is coming for a no-gi seminar. So we're getting 2 days of just absolute masterclass learning in the jiu-jitsu, both gi and no-gi, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I really can't wait for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you for Coach Ray for putting that together. Speaking of Coach Ray, he competed at Tap Cancer Out. It is his first competition since earning his black belt, and this motherfucker, dude, he choked this, and no disrespect to his opponent, I don't know the guy, I'm not talking badly about him, but I am so proud of Coach Ray. He went out there and I think a minute and a half and choked this guy out. Tapped. Oh, it was awesome. It was so cool to watch. And also Andrew Kimball, another one of our teammates, he actually got an award because he, out of everyone there, raised the most money for Tap Cancer Out to go to their fundraisers to support and help people with cancer. It's a great cause, and our team really showed up and tried their best to not just represent us, but to also help the benefit, and it wasn't like a selfish thing. Everyone really, really did their part, and it's a really great organization, and they're doing their part, and we're just happy to be a part of it, and also very happy for Coach Ray for getting the submission with his first competition as a black belt. He will be competing, I believe it's at Pan America or something, I don't know, some huge competition. He's coming up very soon. We'll have more on that in the next episode. I actually really want to have Coach on for an interview for the next episode when we have Glenn back, so that would be really cool. We could talk about it then. There's a lot of stuff we're going to talk about. So Submit Gear, that's my coach's brand for his jiu-jitsu, and they actually have a giveaway going on. Let me just pull it up so we can see what's going on. So It's on my story. It's on my Instagram, on the Meet Me in the Basement Instagram. All you have to do to get a free shirt is go tag 3 friends, like the post, and share it to your story, and follow Submit Brand, obviously. It's spelled SVBMIT_brand. That's on Instagram. Super easy to find. Super easy. Get a free t-shirt. They also have a lot of cool stuff. I actually have a Submit gi that I love. I'm going to be buying one of their rash guards soon. I actually it's the Submit gi is probably my favorite. I have 3 gis, and that's probably my favorite one. So that's pretty cool. You can get a t-shirt, and their gis are pretty reasonably priced. And like I said, it's my favorite one out of all the ones that I have. So, oh no, I forgot about that. We got some bad news for the MMA community. Dustin Poirier decided it's a no-go on the Tony Ferguson fight, which is pretty crazy. He's starting to sound a lot like his buddy Jorge Masvidal, which no hate on Jorge, he's one of my favorite fighters. But just all them UFC didn't come eye to eye to me within our meetings, and it's like, okay, man, yeah, but we want to see you fight, and this is the fight to make it lightweight. So if you want to be in the championship contention, this is what you need to do while Justin is going to fight Khabib. I don't know what else you'd be waiting out on. McGregor's not coming back. You're not getting that rematch anytime soon. I mean, even if he does, Dustin Poirier is not going to be the fight to make. It's going to be either Nate or a title shot, which is crazy, but it is what it is. Last night, Bellator 245. So I'm not a huge Bellator guy. I like a few other fighters, Michael Chandler being my favorite, who is no longer with the UFC, or with Bellator, rather. We'll get to that later. But last night, they had a pretty good card. I actually fell asleep for the Lyoto Machida fight, which is the whole reason I watched the card. I'm really fucking pissed about it, but it is what it is. I was up on an all-night bender, so, you know. I don't even drink or do drugs, and I'll stay up all night and just waste a day. I got a lot to work on. But anyways, it was a great card. The other reason I was really, really excited for it was Raymond Daniels. And if you saw that fight, you know how that went. Raymond Daniels looked amazing, really. At first, he was landing all kinds of crazy, flashy strikes. He did one of my favorite jiu-jitsu moves, which really got me into jiu-jitsu. I always liked MMA, but what made me start liking the jiu-jitsu side was Paulo and Zhao Miao. They have this way where they drop down into guard and go for a leg lock, but they use that to climb up their opponent, kind of like a spider. It's really fucking disgusting to look at. It's kind of weird. But they contort their body around and grab the waist and start climbing up the hips, so they use the leg lock to transition to the back to get the rear naked choke, and it's insane. And Raymond Daniels actually used that exact move to get out from the bottom position last night, which was really cool, because everyone knows he's a great kickboxer, but he did this super complex move in order to get back to his feet, which was awesome to see. However, I don't know exactly when it was. I think it was the first round. It might have been the second, but Raymond Daniels throws a turning side kick, which hits his opponent, what was his name? Peter Stenowick? I don't know, something. Anyways, he hit Peter right in the cup with the hardest kick you could possibly throw at full speed. He hit him so hard. I felt so bad watching this. I'm not going to lie, I was laughing pretty hard. It was terrible. I wasn't laughing so hard at the first one, but it takes him the full 5 minutes to recover from this illegal blow and go back into the fight, and I'm like, hell yeah, this guy's a fucking tough guy. I mean, I don't know how I'd feel after taking a Raymond Daniels turning sidekick directly to the jewels. As soon as they re-engage, this guy Peter, he threw a jab out or something, and Raymond just reacted and threw another turning sidekick. Oh, so Peter steps in with a jab, Raymond goes to throw the turning sidekick, and as the turning sidekick is coming, Peter throws a high kick on the lead side, so Raymond Daniels hits him again, square in the cup with the hardest kick that you could possibly throw. It was so bad. He was screaming on the ground. I felt so horrible, but I couldn't stop laughing. My light hasn't been on. Does this look... Oh no, what did I do? Whatever, we're skipping it. You're not getting the light today. No high def. Sorry guys, I messed up with my setup. I spent so long setting this up too, and I didn't even turn the lights on before I started filming. It's typical Donnie, but that was that's how that went, and obviously he didn't get back up. That was it. The doctors didn't even give him the full 5 minutes. They're like, nah, this fight's over. So it goes down as a no contest, which no one's happy about, but just that poor guy. It was so bad. It was so bad. I can't even believe it. 2 in a row. They didn't even go for another 5 seconds when they stood back up to go again before another turning side kick to the nuts lands. Oh, it was terrible. But we also had Kat Zingano. She was fighting. I fell asleep during that one, but I do remember most of what happened because I made it through to like halfway through the third round. Sorry, I'm trying not to burp. I've had a bunch of energy drinks today. So Kat Zingano, what I remember was just dominating with the wrestling. I don't really remember a whole lot other than that. I remember that, though. So at least it's covered a little bit. And then Leota, I'm very sorry. I heard you lost. I really wanted to see that fight. I'm really upset. I'm obviously still going to watch it. I recorded it at my house in Salem, but I can't watch it until I go back there. So it is what it is. So we have 2 cards tonight, though, actually. So today, for me, at least, is Saturday. I'm not sure when this is going to come out. Probably after today. But we have a UFC card and another Bellator card tonight. I'm trying to look at it. I know as far as main events go, I'm much more psyched about the Bellator one than the UFC one, which you will not hear me say a lot, which is crazy. But my boy Juan Archuleta is fighting Patchy Mix at 135. It's for a championship, too, which is fucking sick. So Juan's going to go fight for the bantamweight belt on Bellator. Liz Caramouche is fighting. I don't really know her opponent, Deanne Bennett. It's at 125, but Liz Caramouche is good. She's from the UFC. John Fitch versus Neiman Gracie in the co-main. Neiman Gracie family, that's going to be a sick fight. John Fitch, everybody knows. Derek Campos, Pat Casey. A couple familiar names on the card, which looking pretty good. The only thing that sucks is I'm on Tapology. Bellator is so bad with their social media. Like, I wanted to see who was on these cards. You can go to their website, but you can only see, like, one fight of the night at a time, and you gotta, like, do this stupid slideshow to get through all the fights with these stupid fucking promos. It was the most annoying shit in the world. So I went to Tapology, but I can only see the main card. I can't see the live streamed prelims that they're doing on Facebook and YouTube and whatnot. But it's gonna be a sick card. I'm probably gonna watch the Bellator card and then just go back and re-watch the UFC card. The UFC card, Michelle Waterson's fighting in the main event against Angela Hill. Angela Hill's a badass. She's looked great. Her record doesn't show it, but she's looked great. Michelle Waterson's one of my favorite female fighters. Probably one of my favorite fighters, too, just because I love the karate style. I love that with everybody. Wonder Boy, everybody. Roxanne Modafferi's fighting. She's dominant lately, and I'm not really a fan of hers. I don't know why. Something about it, I just don't connect with her. She has great skill, and she's a great fighter. I'm not trying to be a hater. It's just one of those people that you're just like, yeah, I know you're probably going to win, but she fights a lot of people that I like, and, like, wins without having, like, a crazy awesome win, so it just kind of turns me off to her even more. It's not her fault. She's a huge Dragon Ball Z fan, which everybody knows I am, too. So I should like her, but I don't. And I am going to pick her against Angela Lee, though, so you heard it here. I'm picking her. Co-main, I don't know how to say Ottoman Azatair versus Kamal Worthy. Names we know. I can't really think of their last fight offhand. I don't have crazy memory like that. But Ed Herman is fighting Mike Rodriguez, who just fought very, very recently, like within the last couple of weeks on Dana White's Contender Series. He is one of Tyson Chartier's guys. Chartier, try to not talk so fast, Don. Sorry, guys. So Mike Rodriguez, he's one of Tyson's guys. He's from the area. He's been fighting around here forever. I'm really excited to see what he does, especially turning around like that. That's crazy. It's going to be really awesome. Bobby Green, I fucking love Bobby Green. No one respects Bobby Green, but he has got the nicest southpaw left hand I've ever seen. There's, like, a lot of guys, if you watch, like, Colby Covington, he's a perfect example of this. When he throws the left hand, he go up here and like this and kind of telegraphs it a little bit. Bobby Green is, wah! It's just straight out. There's no telegraph. His shoulder just, like, pops at the very end of the punch and puts, like, a little extra power on it. It's my favorite left hand in the game. And as everybody knows who knows me, I am a southpaw, so I really, really enjoy watching Bobby Green. It's not like he's ever going to, I can't say this, but he's probably not going to be fighting for a title before he retires, but Bobby Green's a guy that I will watch every single time he fights. He just fought Lando Venata, another guy that I fucking love, who beat Tony Ferguson, by the way. I don't give a fuck if it says that he did or not. I thought Tony lost that fight. Well, I think it actually ended in a Darce. I might be wrong, but I think he was losing that fight really bad. And then, I don't remember. Go watch that fight. Lando Venata versus Tony Ferguson. Great fight. I just remember not being happy with the result. Tony might have pulled off a Darce. I like Tony. I also like Lando Venata a lot. And I remember Lando doing really well in that fight. So I really wanted Lando to win, but just didn't happen. Saturday, September 19th is the next UFC card after this one. So, speaking of Colby Covington, he's finally coming back after losing to Kamaru Usman. Had to have been over a year ago now. And he's fighting Tyron Woodley, who hasn't fought since Gilbert Burns, which Tyron lost. So they're both coming off of losses against the guys fighting for the title next. So it's going to be huge. Tyron's also fought Kamaru in the past, as everybody knows. Tyron's one of those guys, man. I love his skills. He's got crazy overhand power. He's got the wrestling background, but lately he just doesn't use it. Like, he loves to just back up to the cage and then wait till his foot touches the cage and throw one overhand and maybe follow up with the left hook. And it doesn't work out for him. A lot of the times he ends up just doing nothing, and that's how you lose rounds. Even if you land in the power shots, if your opponent's pressing you up against the cage and pitter-pattering you the whole time, you throwing one overhand right and a left hand isn't going to win you the fight unless you knock them out, which he hasn't done in a while. He says he's going to let his hands go. I want to see it. I'm also a huge fan of Colby. I hate his act. I know everyone hates it, and he's got the whole fucking MAGA thing going, but he is a great fighter, and I love him. He's a southpaw. In the co-main, my boy, Cowboy Cerrone versus Nico Price. That is a dangerous fucking fight for both guys, but mainly I'm worried about Cerrone in that fight. I'm going to have to pick Nico Price. I've never done this before. I usually don't. If I think Cerrone's not going to win a fight, I just won't say anything, but man, Nico Price is a badass. He's a real badass, and Cerrone is too, but we'll see what happens. I want Cerrone to win, but I think Nico's going to win. Cerrone actually just had a kid, and in true cowboy fashion, his kid's name is Riot Cerrone. He named his child Riot. So, you know what kind of guy he is. He's the fucking man. He shows up. He's been doing it forever. He's got the most bonuses, most submissions, and most knockouts, or head kick knockouts. I don't know. He has a bunch of records. He's the first guy I ever saw. I was never going to watch fighting ever, but when I was like 15, I happened to be scrolling through channels and saw a guy with my name fighting, and that guy head kicked somebody. So that is my introduction to MMA, and I will always have a place in my heart for a cowboy. We also have my guy, Khamzat Chimaev, versus Gerald Meerschaert. What's really interesting about this fight isn't just that Gerald Meerschaert is like a really good competition for a guy who's only fought twice in the UFC. Was it even twice? One of those fights might have been Contender Series. But anyways, he has another fight scheduled after that with Damian Maia, like 3 weeks later. I think this is the first time the UFC's ever booked a person 2 fights at once without knowing the outcome of the other one first. That would obviously have to be the way because you wouldn't know the outcome if it didn't happen. No one's ever done that. He booked 2 fights at once. It's fucking insane. It's the second time that he's come out and just fought consecutively like that. I think he took 2 punches in his last 2 fights. The guy is an animal, and I'm going to pick Khamzat in that fight, and I think he's going to go on to beat Damian too. Damian's older. Khamzat's got a grappling heavy style. He's only a blue belt. I just watched him get his blue belt on YouTube, and this guy comes out and just, I don't know. Before that, we got Johnny Walker fighting, which is going to be awesome. Everybody knows that I love Johnny Walker. He is fighting Ryan Spann, who's 18-5. Johnny's 17-5. So I don't know who I have in that fight. I mean, I love Johnny Walker, but a lot of people think he might have just been a hype train. And, I mean, I don't really agree with that, but, we'll see what happens. He's still got a lot to prove. So we got Mackenzie Dern, who everybody loves, versus Randa Marcos, who I love a lot. Kevin Holland versus Darren Stewart. So there's some good fights coming up. It's going to be a stack card, and it's free. So September 19th at 8 o'clock. Check that out on ESPN+. Let me just check my notes here. I think that's all for me. Let's see. Oh, we have a competition coming up, which is going to be cool. Not Meet Me in the Basement, but New England Top Team is hosting King of the Mats tournament. So it's going to be a jiu-jitsu tournament. It's not open to any spectators or anything like that because everything that's going on with everybody knows. I'm not going to mention it by name because I don't want to get flagged on YouTube. But we can't have anyone there to watch, but it's going to be fun. King of the Mats, white and blue belt competition. So if you feel like signing up, you head on over to either New England Top Team or the Submit brand. Get in touch with somebody from my team, and we'll get you set up. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm actually thinking about competing in it. It's only a couple weeks away. I'm not sure. I mean, I've been loving jiu-jitsu lately, so I think I might do it. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what happens. But before we go, I do want to leave you guys with a recommendation right here. Tipping the Balance. I love this book a lot. As you can see, where's my bookmark? I'm about 2/3 of the way through. It's all about like the mental preparation before competition, and it's really been helping me a lot. Like I said, I've been training for a long time with the striking end of things. That's what I like. But I always kind of hesitate when it comes to the grappling, and this book has helped me get over that. It'll help you with a lot of stuff if you want to check it out. It's all about like challenge state versus threat state and how to mentally prepare to put yourself into that correct mental state. And I really want everyone to check it out. And I think it's a really good book with a lot of great insight. So I think that's going to end it for me. Welcome to the house in Laconia. Great to see you all again. And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye.